interference will not be tolerated. Fool, your interference will not be tolerated.
Interested in a set of new clothes? Something in silk, perhaps? No one ever leaves my shop empty-handed. I'm afraid those aren't for sale. The crescent moon is the heraldry of the Casimir family, the rulers of Daggerfall. Dead? Rugged fellow had a dog? That's Roy. Well, that was Roy. I'm sorry he's dead, but I'm not surprised. If you figure out what Roy knew and who killed him, I'm sure someone will reward you. It's also a good way to get yourself killed. I guess. I liked Roy. He watched out for the merchants around here. And in exchange, we helped Roy. I listened and let Roy know what people were saying. If we ever told him something important, Roy made sure the right people were informed. Roy was a good man, loyal to Daggerfall. People trusted him. Even that old dog loved him.
Could you help me? I'm next. I know I'm going to be next. Murder. My friends are already dead, but the Watch doesn't care. What's one less beggar? We're nothing to them. But if someone found the killer... Start in the Trade District alleys. That's where old Gian was murdered just yesterday. Maybe Lieutenant Dubois will give you a reward if you do his job for him. Thank you. It's a terrible thing to be poor. You're invisible. No one cares. I'll tell you whatever I know. We're everywhere. We're easy prey. Some folks just don't like us. Take your pick. This killer isn't stopping. It's brutal. Sooner or later, it's gonna start killing a better class of citizen. Then the Watch will take action. The Watch found old Gian last night. The night before, it was Ragged Ron. When one of us dies, they blame the cold or the plague. But Gian and Ron were cut up something horrible. Now they say it's a wolf. Can you believe it? A wolf in the city? But that's what the Watch thinks. Who am I to say any different? Still, it feels more like murder than the work of a wild animal to me.
Flowers for sale. A posy to gain a sweetheart's favor, perhaps? Oh, that's a pity. Well, now this is a mess. I'm taking a chance here. Sometimes I hear strange things, like what's on that note. Black roses with thorns. I've heard whispers of dark nature magic. That's just the kind of thing Roy, your dead man, would be interested in. With the note? I don't know. That's just what Roy did. He would find out things. Daggerfall has many eyes and ears. After all, information is cheaper than war.
Welcome, friend. You can't get better fruits or vegetables anywhere in Daggerfall. I guarantee it. Look, I don't want any trouble. That's a phrase used by the King's intelligence network. It means someone's going to get killed. I don't want to know anything more. Just leave me out of this. You know, the eyes and ears of Daggerfall? That's how King Casimir keeps track of what's going on in the city. But you didn't hear about it from me. I said leave me alone. Take your questions and go. I'm not involved in this. This sounds like something that Roy would want to know about. Damn persistent, aren't you? Roy's a friend. I trust him. People I don't know, I don't trust. And I don't know you. Well, not to me. Talk to someone official, like Captain Arison. He's over at the bottom of the castle steps. I don't know what else is on that list, but this feels like treacherous business. I sell the best fruits and vegetables in Daggerfall. Lots of people come by, I talk, and I listen. Then I talk to my friends, like Roy. As for other people, maybe they should decide what they're going to do, now that they know so much. Welcome to Daggerfall. Move along. Roy, where is he? Why did he send a stranger in his place? Dead. Mara's hands. Let me look at that note. It's our code, all right. Someone who uses dark nature magic is planning to assassinate King Casimir. But who's behind this? I need to know more. Just don't try to play me for a fool. But with Roy dead, I don't seem to have much of a choice. Talk to Glenumbra at the Rosy Lion Inn. If Roy was onto something, she'll know what to do. Betray us and, well, she'll still know what to do.
You must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs. Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. Certainly. Please specify. Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. If you choose to learn this art, I will impart the culinary knowledge I acquired over the course of decades. Potions of all kinds, the subtle art of mixing reagents can produce rather unsubtle effects. Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties. I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flames, or give cloth robes the strength of iron. I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true master of the material crafts. Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Alchemists are masters of the elixir. They trap magic in a bottle for later use. But I can only certify you in one discipline at a time. If this is agreeable, we can begin your training. As with master chefs, every alchemist must assemble the right components before crafting a special concoction. Are you so capable? We shall see. I require you to locate a solvent and some reagents. Then you shall craft me a potion. Yes, every alchemical mixture requires a solvent, a pure liquid base, and reagents such as herbs and flowers. Now go, find a solvent and some reagents. Once you have what you need, return to me. There's a quiet area nearby with mountain flowers and columbine. A fresh source of water can't be far from them. If you find nothing there, venture into the wilds and seek them for yourself. In the wilderness, you'll find herbs, flowers, and mushrooms all around. These make the best reagents. As for solvents, look for bubbling springs in lakes, ponds, streams, and shores. Sealed bottles as well. Purity of the solvent is key. When you're ready, meet me at the alchemy station.
Ice cursed thieves. Daggerfall is full of them. They steal anything that's not nailed down. They even stole my livestock. This was no simple robbery. It was grand larceny, and I know who did it. Lafont stole my glutton. He's been itching to put my prized pig on his menu, serve him up in a stew at his wretched inn. Glutton's missing, and I just know Lafont took him. They said to take it up with the magistrate, but that takes too long. Poor Glutton doesn't have that much time. I need someone to rescue him before he becomes a ham sandwich.
Welcome to the Rosy Lion, friend. Have a seat, and I'll pour you a mug of something strong. Did he say I stole his damn hog again? I didn't. Not this time, not last time, not ever. Do you see a pig on a spit in here? Most likely Glutton broke out and started rooting in the alleys again. Every time the pig escapes, Wigton accuses me of thievery. Every time! Ugh, what a nuisance. Look, check the alleys in the northeast section of the city. The sooner that pig's found, the sooner Wigton will shut up and leave me in peace. Go on. I'm sure you'll find that hog of a pig rooting around in the northeast alleys.
None.
I'm busy. Can't you see I'm drinking here? And? Why are we talking? By Malakath. Roy stepped on a nest of snakes this time. One of the vipers is upstairs. He might know something. I'd confront him, but he knows me. Maybe a stranger like you can get him to talk. Eager. Reminds me of Roy. Go upstairs. Find Levesque and rattle his teeth, but don't kill him. We may need him later. Just don't mention me. I'm not an agent of the Crown. I'm just an orc enjoying her ale.
Help me. I've been discovered. You don't think I had anything to do with that, do you? Agreed. I'll tell you everything I know. Martine Lerino hired me. He lives next door to the inn, in the large manor house. I'm a mason, you see. Martine wanted me to make him a map of the tunnels beneath Daggerfall. The secret ones that lead to the castle. But I don't know what he's planning, I swear. I just needed the gold. I've got my own troubles back in Wayrest. What do you want?
You're back. What happened? I thought I heard some noise upstairs. But you don't look any worse for the wear. Did you let that snake Levesque live? Martine the merchant? We need to know everything. Get inside Lerino's manor. Look for anything that can shed light on what they're planning. I'll stay here and keep an eye on Levesque, so take anything you find straight to Captain Erison.
Get out of here. It'll kill you too. It's a monster, I tell you. A monster! It prowls the alleys, shreds its victims with claws and fangs. It'll kill anyone that crosses its path. There's a dead man in the south alley, but he's no beggar. He's one of those Bloodthorn cultists. Fanatics from the Reach. Rumors are that they're involved in dark nature magic, and worse. We try to stay clear of those fobbing maniacs. If the monster decided to just kill Bloodthorns, that would be fine by me. The beast prowls along the river's edge and hunts in the alleys. It doesn't eat what it kills. It just slaughters and leaves the corpses for the rats. It's the curse of Camlorn. I want no part of this evil. Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. The town of Camlorn's been taken over by an army of werewolves. Don't look at me like that. I heard Damien and Fabian talking about it.
It was a monster. It tore out Guillaume's throat and disappeared into the river. It was hideous. beast! Right out of my worst nightmares! Thank you for killing the horrible thing.
I've never seen the citizens so agitated. Even the beggars seem nervous these days. A werewolf killed those beggars? You're certain? Damn. I shouldn't have ignored Matthew when he came to me. Take this as a reward, but say nothing. People are nervous enough as it is. I promise not to dismiss the concerns of the poor again. I learned a hard lesson. I won't turn away anyone who's in trouble again. Not on my watch. Not even a beggar. With you? Yes, of course. But please, keep your voice down. No need to alarm anyone unnecessarily. Fight a werewolf? Never had the opportunity, and I hope it stays that way. A werewolf's bite carries the creature's curse. It can turn you into one of them. Or so I've heard it said. I'd say it were a lot of superstitious nonsense. Except the rumors keep coming. They say that werewolves have overrun Camlorn, north of here. With the way the Lion Guard has been acting, there's certainly something going on up that way.
We should drink to something.
Found him! You found my wonderful little glutton! I bet Lafont was hiding him there, until he could turn poor glutton into ribs and chops. But now I've got my prized pig back. Lafont's guilty of something, I'm sure of it. But what do I care about strange vines? Talk to Jagersh over by the Mage's Guild if you're so interested. He knows his plans. Sold me some herbs one time when a glutton ate something that upset his tummy.
Ah, someone new to talk to. Are you here for something specific, or just to say hello? A strange vine. Unusually thick and covered in thorns? In the city? Son of a troll! I've seen such vines to the north. They're connected to the Bloodthorn cult. A clear indication that the cult is corrupting the land. Be wary of those vines. Wherever they appear, the Bloodthorn cult isn't far behind. Well, don't dawdle. Ask your questions. I don't have all day. Angoff and the Bloodthorn cult use them for some foul purpose. If you see the vines, that usually means the cult is active in the area. The vines spread an evil poison through the soil. It's a hateful substance that kills everything it touches. They're death mages led by the cursed Reachman Angoff, the Gravesinger. I heard they were causing trouble north of Glenumbra. They must be getting bolder if they're operating in Daggerfall. Angoff's a Reachman, one of those magic-cursed savages from the border of Bang Korai. But he's more than that. He's a necromancer. They call him Gravesinger because he made a deal with the Daedric prince, Molag Bal.
Kill the intruder. Most of the royal family is safe, but his lordship is brave and stubborn. He refuses to leave the throne room. I need more information to convince him of the danger he's in. His lordship. Keep this quiet, or we'll never find the assassins in time. Divines help us if the king is killed. It could destroy the Alliance. I've taken every precaution to protect the royal family, but the king refuses to lay low. We need to find those assassins. Good. Talk to Sisana Atabas. She oversees the docks. Tell her what you discovered and she'll help in any way she can. Now hurry. The king's life is in danger.
Unless this is about cargo, I can't talk right now. I'm extremely busy. The assassins are in my port. Find these snakes and kill them. But do it quietly. I don't want to start a panic. I'll alert the guards. If any of these conspirators get past you, we'll cut them down.
Varric's already on his way to the castle. Your king is already dead.
Lord, you must go now!
I will not. The dragon does not flee its lair.
They're coming for you. Wait, what was that?
Death to the king.
Die! Get the king out of here. Go! Flank! Now! Go round!
What do we have here? A lizard with a crown. No one will stand in Engolf's way. Circle around!
Go! The king fled toward the stairs.
Good riddance. Captain, this isn't easy for me to say, but I want to apologize for ignoring your warnings.
It was nothing, my king. I apologize if I was impertinent in my duty.
Not at all, Arisen. Rise, please. In service to Daggerfall, our friend here is to have any support the Watch or the Knights can provide.
Of course. We'll do whatever we can to help find Angolf and determine his motives. All of Daggerfall stands behind our hero.
It would seem that the captain's concern for me was well-founded. You saved me from this assassin's blade, as well as for my own foolishness this day. Indeed, the body on my floor proves that. Who was this man who came to kill me? What did he want? Angoff? I've heard this name whispered by my agents. The Royal Spy Master reports of unrest across my kingdom, stirred into a froth by this Angoff. But that's all we know. Creating chaos is a method, not a goal. It's a means, not an end. There's more going on here than chaos for its own sake. We must get to the bottom of this. Oh yes, my friend. I hereby grant you special dispensation to investigate the villain Angoff in my name. But you must keep this quiet, for we don't want to tip our hand. I shall never forget your service this day, however.